As we mentioned last week, our data elves have been collating even more mind-blowing statistics on the 145 FTWAs that we have been sent in during 2018. One new metric we are now capturing is the type of business model, low cost, full service etc., being used by the airlines flying these inaugural services. The standout market segment receiving an FTWA is the low-cost sector, which has been baptized 69 times, 48% so far in 2018. Not far behind are full-service carriers, quite often national flag carriers, which have claimed 40% of all entries. Lagging behind are regional airlines, 13 entries, 9%, and in fourth and last position are leisure airlines, 5 entries, 3%, a segment which was present this week. Condor, the German leisure airline, now joins Edelweiss Air, 3 entries, and Smartwings, 1, as carriers have been immortalized in Arch of Triumph glory. Keep monitoring. Date route FTWA Airport score 08 April fly Dubai to Krakow KRK 37.122 April La Company Paris Orly to New York Paris Orly 36.111 Feb Qatar Airways Doha to Canberra CBR 35.928 Jan Tianjin Airlines Zhengzhou to Sydney SID 35.209 Jan Philippines AirAsia Manila to Jakarta CGK 35.14 Feb Frontier Airlines Denver to Jacksonville JAX 34.428 April S7 Airlines Street Petersburg to Alicante ALC 33.618 Jan United Airlines Houston Intercontinental to Sydney SID 32.402 Feb Philippines AirAsia Clark to Tacloban TAC 32.428 Feb Salamair Muscat to Sharas SYZ 32.3 S7 Airlines Street Petersburg to Alicante the 28th of April. Similar to the other S7 Airlines FTWA received this week, we seemed to have lost some tenders in mainland Spain too. Judges comments, if both of these tenders had moved about 10 feet forward then still attempted to get the water jets to meet neatly over the S7 Airlines aircraft, we might have had something more from this FTWA, rather than just a weekly win, perhaps a table-topping performance. Instead, the Spanish airport will have to settle for 7th spot. That said, it is the 3rd consecutive year that Alicante has made it onto the leaderboard, having achieved 14th position last year, and 15th in 2016, so maybe 13th place beckons this time. Johnny, 8.2, Carrie, 8.6, Mark, 8.5, Nick, 8.3. Air Reykjavik, Keflavik to Detroit the 25th of April. Clearly this is not from the official photographer. Was he busy? Judges comments, clearly when you are introducing your 7th service to Europe, you no longer need to make the effort anymore when a new service starts. A half-hearted picture of a half-hearted FTWA with lots of apron clutter. Where are the balloons? Where is the cake? Where is the proper photographer? Where is the effort? Oh, they're inside. Oh right. Johnny, 4.8, Carrie, 4.4, Mark, 4.1, Nick, 4.5. Igavian Chatteroo to London Southend the 26th of April. Is it easier to perform an FTWA with the tenders parked like that, rather than head-on? Judges comments, we're getting close to 150 FTWAs so far in 2018, and yet this is only the 11th, 8% of total, that we have had featuring a turboprop aircraft. This type of aircraft has not had much success in the competition, with very few wins to speak of. However, let's not forget that a Royal Air Maroc ATR-72 was the first winner of the annual battle, scooping the first ever Arch of Triumph title in 2013. Johnny, 7.6, Carrie, 7.6, Mark, 7.8, Nick, 7.9. Germania Dresden to St. Petersburg the 26th of April. A brave effort of a nighttime FTWA. Judges comments, this is an FTWA of firsts. It is Germania's first route to St. Petersburg and indeed Russia. It is the first FTWA received by the airline so far this year. And it is the first entry that we have received from Russia's second city airport in 2018. And with a score of 23.4, unfortunately that's where the firsts run out for this water arch. Johnny, 5.4, Carrie, 5.5, Mark, 6.5, Nick, 6.0. S7 Airlines Moscow to Domodedovo to Tenerife South the 26th of April. If we have got tenders H2 and H3, so where is H1? Judges comments, if you could organize the perfect weather for an FTWA ceremony at your airport, what we have on display here in the Canary Islands is bang on. However, one feature of the climate in this southwest tip of Europe are the strong winds, which seem to be having an impact on the water jets above. Johnny, 8.1, Carrie, 8.3, Mark, 7.9, Nick, 8.0. Condor Dusseldorf to SYLT the 27th of April, a rare species in mainland Europe, an FTWA for a domestic service. Judges' comments: for those of you that don't know, Condor is a German leisure airline, specializing in transporting holidaymakers to senior spots overseas, typically around the Mediterranean, Canary Islands, North Africa, etc. However, this FTWA has been arranged for its first ever domestic route in its 62-year history. You would have thought with that amount of time to get it right, it might have received a better water arch. Johnny, 6.8, Carrie, 6.2, Mark, 6.7, Nick, 6.5. Arwan der Kigali to Abuja the 27th of April. Yes, those water jets do meet right over the aircraft, but they are a bit low. Judges' comments: this FTWA is about 6 feet from becoming the first winning water arch for an African airport so far this year. However, the resulting Arch of Triumph entry is a bit flat, and has pancaked, a technical term often used in this column. Apparently a Nigerian pancake is quite different from a regular pancake. Ingredients consist of sugar, pepper and onion, which gives the pancake a sweet, slightly spicy and savory taste. Yummy. Johnny, 7.9, Carrie, 8.0, Mark, 8.1, Nick, 7.9. Lot Polish Airlines New York Newark to Rzeszów the 29th of April. More pressure required on the left-hand tender, please. Judges' comments: the more observant of you might have thought, those guys at Dana.Aero don't know what they are talking about. How can they put this service originating in Newark and not Rzeszów? Let us tell you why. The flight actually leaves Warsaw Chopin to the U.S. hub and then, inside W's, back into Poland, arriving in Rzeszów. The aircraft then hops back to Newark before returning home to Chopin Airport. So now you know why we have written the airports that way around. Johnny, 6.5, Carrie, 6.4, Mark, 6.2, Nick, 6.0. WestJet Halifax to London Gatwick the 29th of April. Yuck, hardly the best advert for inbound tourism into Nova Scotia. Judges' comments: a lovely, brand new, factory fresh, smart 737 MAX 8 was used on this inaugural flight between Canada and the UK. And that fact cannot make up for the horrendous weather earlier this week in Nova Scotia. Let's hope that the local tourism authority doesn't use this image in its marketing material trying to entice travelers from the UK to visit their corner of Canada. Johnny, 4.1, Carrie, 4.1, Mark, 4.0, Nick, 4.0.